and he was here right now, what would his combine numbers be?
Ridiculous. I think he jumped like a 44, run a 4.4, catch everything that's around him. I love LeBron, if you could tell.
Nah, he's my glorious king.
Yeah, for sure.
No, for sure.
The greatest basketball player to ever lace him up.
Well, hold on a second.
100%.
Better than Jordan?
But yes.
Have you ever seen Mike play?
No, I've watched tape though. You're telling me defense is better back then?
Yeah, you drove to the
Now?
basket, you get
No,
clobbered.
sir.
He
No, sir.
spit.
The talent level is way better now than it was back then.
You think the talent, but
I
really?
cry. You spin right now. This is crazy. All right, if you could add one drill to the combine, what would it be?
You started.
The throw, kick, punt, just for fun.
That would be cool.
That would be fire.
Someone said an Oklahoma drill between players and scouts. How would you?
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Too.
Somebody get hurt though.
No, for sure, for sure.
Get some good workers' comp though.
That would be nice.
How are you able to stay so loose? Because if this were me right now, I wouldn't be able to joke. I'd be scared out of my mind.
Well, first I have a degree in communication, so
Okay.
this is what I want to do. I just try to take everything in stride, man. It's a blessing to be here and a blessing to you be standing in front of you. So I'm just happy and love everything that I'm doing right now.
How do you think that you can help out an NFL team?
Definitely with my mind. I know what to do, know how to do it, and I can do it under pressure. So definitely just being where I'm supposed to be and helping people make plays and helping the team win. That's what I really want to do ultimately, is contribute to winning.
You transferred to South Carolina. What did you, I mean, not to take away from your previous, but what did you take at South Carolina that maybe you didn't know before about football and playing for the Gamecocks?
Definitely just a different way. There's so many different ways to do things. I was taught one way at Arkansas and taught a totally different way at South Carolina, but at the end of the day, it's all football. And I think the more that I can put in my toolbox, it'll make me a better player.
What has the process been like, going through the interviews, being poked and prodded, and then finally you're going to get a chance to get on the field? What has the process been for you?
It's been a little nerve-wracking. You just want to, be perfect in every regard in this process. But, ultimately that's not possible. And so you just got to, clear your head of all those negative thoughts and just try to stay positive, and everything will go your way.
Clearly, they're going to go back to the tape, but they want to know the person. What kind of questions have you had in these formal interviews?
Just what would I bring to an NFL roster? What do I like to do outside of football? Which I'm an avid golfer. Love to golf whenever I get a chance.
They didn't ask you if you're an animal, what kind of animal you would be?
No, they did not. I don't know what I would say.
A lion, tiger?
Either a Razorback or a Gamecock. You got to pick one.
Yeah, I think a hog is pretty scary. I don't know what I'd say. I think I low-key like to be a polar bear. Those things are fierce, dog.
All right, talk about playing with Spencer Rattler.
Bro,
to me, he's a sleeper. He's gonna crush the combine.
He's so good. He's my favorite, of course. But the throws that I've seen this dude make and the leadership traits and the abilities that he has is second to none. And I've enjoyed playing with him. I wish I had more time with him, but we only had a year together. And I hope if I can play with him again at the next level, that would be great.
What teams have you talked to so far? A lot.
Yeah, basically.
Have you talked to Carolina?
I have not.
How about the Cardinals?
I have not.
How about the Cowboys?
I have.
How did that?
The usual drawing up plays, talking about protections, what we ran at South Carolina, having fun. Our OC got his first NFL job for Dallas, so just everybody knows Dal Loggins, and just telling stories about him it's been a fun time.
What was it like being in the room with Jerry Jones?
Oh, I was an informal.
Okay, thank you.
What separates you?
My work ethic and what's between my ears. I don't make mistakes, and I know what I'm supposed to do and how to do it. So I feel like that's a great thing to have as a player, because a lot of guys are athletic and fast and can do all these crazy things, but if you can't put it together between here, it doesn't mean anything.
You switched positions, went from wide receiver to tight end. How tough was that process, and how do you think ultimately that made you a better player?
Switched, learned tight end, learned how to the offensive scheme in about a week and a half.
So it was easy.
It was very easy. Which I was blessed that we were in a simpler offense, so Learned it pretty quickly. It's just coming from outside and then going into the trenches, the body types are completely different. And playing in the SEC, those guys are just freakish athletes. I mean, ends 260 pounds that are moving like basketball players. And I mean, those guys get paid the big bucks, and that's why they get paid the big bucks in the NFL, because they make plays. And just learning how to play that position and, you know, cut guys off and block guys, it's been a great experience, and I'm only going to get better at it.
You had to bulk up, I'm guessing?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to have to keep bulking up in the NFL then?
No, I think they're pretty good with my weight. I hover around 242, somewhere in there, so, and teams have been fine with that weight.
Have you talked with Tampa Bay yet this week?
I have not.
If you could choose one tight end in the NFL to be a part of a two tight end set with, who would it be?
George Kittle.
By any chance, have you met with the Houston Texans?
I have not.
Trey, if you were in this year's Madden, what were your X factor?
I really wanted to be double me, for real. Double me. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then my last question I got for you is, what inspired you to play the game of football?
Just definitely my dad. He was my first coach. As a, you know, I got lucky. A little bit of nepotism. No, I'm just playing. I was actually pretty good. But just my dad, bro, and his passion, his love for the game. He never got a chance to play because he had a brain tumor and couldn't play contact sports. So just, you know, he was pouring into me as soon as I was able to play, and just watching him watch me and him have so much fun and me having success, it's been a dream.
And my last question for you is, what's your go-to pregame meal? You gotta know.
I love a steak, a piece of chicken, and some pasta or baked potato.
What kind of pasta?
Gotta go spaghetti noodles.
Good man. Thank you.
Thank you.
You think you want to go into TV when you're done? Is that the plan?
Yes, sir, it is.
Be a sportscaster?
Yes, sir. If I could stop sweating up here, God.
It's the lights. It's the lights.
Trey, who's the only player other than Akeem Olajuwon that had 200 steals and 100 blocks in an NBA season?
I would assume Michael Jordan.
How many times did you do that?
Twice, okay.
We got two. How many times did MJ lead the league in scoring?
What was it, 9, 10 times?
10 times.
Yeah.
How many times did LeBron lead it?
Who was the second best scorer when Michael was around?
He's the second best scorer.
Yeah.
Michael was
Who was his competition? Who was he playing?
Are you?
Karl Malone. He had 28 points a game. Shaquille O'Neal.
Young Shaq, who couldn't shoot free throws?
Young Shaq could never. Old Shaq couldn't shoot free throws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Jordan was getting foul call after foul call after foul call. Yes. You haven't seen the video of him running up to the ref saying he fouled me and they called a foul?
I saw LeBron do that 85 times.
And they didn't call it.
LaFlop. Did they ever call Michael that?
No.
I mean, how many? Who guarded?
Okay, then let me ask you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Mike retired,
Yeah.
why were the Bulls one game away from going back to the finals? If he was so good and magical.
They weren't. They were a series and a game.
That's what I'm saying, but they went to a game 7.
Trey, they lost in the second round of the playoffs.
No, they did not. They
Yes,
lost
they
in
did.
the conference finals.
No, it was semis.
It was the semis. It was the semis. They didn't make it to the conference finals. How many championships have they won since Mike's left?
This is serious.
30 years now.
Okay, then ask me that. Before Jordan got some teammates, how many times did he get bounced out the first and second round?
Hold on. How many perennial losses?
No, answer my question. He lost in 84, 85, 86, 87.
They lost to the Boston Celtics, one of the greatest teams of all time. And the Detroit Pistons, one of the greatest teams of all time. Who guarded LeBron in the finals in Dallas when he scored 8 points in a game? Who was guarding him? Was his name J.J. Barea, who's about 5'5"?
Yeah, that's true.
They were up 2-1 in the series.
And they choked it. Yeah. I understand.
Well, come on. You're disqualified. You disqualified yourself.
How?
All right, to calm this down, where does Kobe?
Yeah, let's talk ball. Let's talk the other ball.
We'll talk later.
Yes, I want to have a discussion for real.
Right, Coach lets you call one play. What player are you calling and why?
I think the greatest play in football, 4 verticals.
Okay.
4 verts, always. If you get good distribution and get the coverage that you need and that you want, bro, you got matchups all across the field.
Trey, who are the guys you enjoy watching and kind of take just snippets of their game from?
Definitely George Kittle. I think he's the best tight end in the NFL. And then definitely Kelsey. And I like to watch Kyle Pitts as well, just the way that he moves in and out of breaks and cuts and things, because I think that my game is pretty similar to his.
Have the Packers talk to you?
No, sir, they haven't.
they got like 20 tight ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm actually from Nashville area.
Okay.
Lots of friends in the Blackman area. Actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so man, you were a wide receiver coming out. Eventually transitioned to tight end. Were there some people that made the biggest impact? Who are some of the people who made the biggest impact on you as you were developing in high school and early college?
Definitely, let's start in high school. My first receiver coach, Alex Tracus, just definitely got me, because I wasn't a big practice guy back then. And I could show up on a Friday, like all the good guys could back in high school. But I think he really set the foundation of me being an actual good practice player. And then Justin Stepp, when I first got to college, believing in me and taking a kid that was pretty slow and letting me play receiver, and I had fun at that. And then most importantly, the guy named Dow Loggins. I was going through a tough time, changing positions, getting benched, all this crazy stuff, and he just definitely gave me this vigor. I ain't gonna lie, I get emotional about it because
Yeah, you went through a lot. You changed positions and ended up changing teams. Lots of transitions changed for you as
He's not going to like this.
He's going to like it. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you opening up and sharing that. How was it in terms of transferring to South Carolina? And was that tough kind of
Yeah, definitely.
Establishing yourself there?
Leaving a place that you love, enjoyed all my time at Fayetteville, man. And leaving a team that I really love those dudes. Golly, bro.
It's all good. Should we go back to basketball?
Please don't.
All right. Well, you said, you jokingly said you were slow. I think you're a little bit faster than I am, for sure.
I would hope so.
Are there any expectations for on-field drills, goals you have in terms of times?
So I'm not running my 40. Might as well just go ahead and tell everybody that now, because you're going to see it. I tore my hamstring last season, still working through.
Still getting better.
Bro, those things take forever. Especially, it's horrible. And I tore it right here on my butt cheek, so the worst place to do it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to nurse that and be very smart about it, because I don't want to go hurt myself. That's how you lose money. So
just get ready.
Yeah.
Just get ready. Yeah.
But I'll be doing the on-field drills and everything else, just not running my 40.
Sorry, last one. Any shout-outs you want to make for Blackman area, Murfreesboro?
Yeah, 615, baby, stand up, for sure. City of Murfreesboro, I love y'all. Thank you for making the man that I am today.
Thank you.